Hi there, I'm Mary Susie from Bead Me a Story. Today I'm going to show you how to make this Raindrops chain. This is an exceptionally small chain made with some of our very smallest jump rings, so it will require a little bit of concentration, although it is a very simple pattern. And in that chain we've incorporated some Miyuki drop beads, and these come in all sorts of different colors. So once you make your initial chain, and this is the initial kit that I made with this chain, you can expand this and connect this with other chains to make a longer chain and do whatever you'd like with it. And then don't be afraid to experiment with your own colors. In this one I have seafoam jump rings and silver jump rings mixed together. In this one I had matte light pink jump rings mixed with gunmetal, and then the little beads were a fuchsia lined, and the outside of the bead is brown. These beads are just simply silver, so that's very easy to work with the color. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So to make this raindrop chain, the first thing you want to do is take your jump rings and create little runs of 3. So this is just 1 by 1 chain. This is just 3 jump rings in a row linked together. And the reason I say to do this, you can, open a bunch and close a bunch, but, a lot of times you have rings already linked together coming out of the package. So, as much as you can, a lot of times you can get those little runs just by closing the links perfectly that are coming out of the packages, or, you can, close 2 and use one open one to link them together, however you want to do that. But anyway, you'll need 53 runs of 3, okay? And then you're gonna need 52 open jump rings besides that. And then you can see over here, I've got my drop beads. Now, not every drop bead is gonna work, so just keep that in mind as you go along. If it doesn't fit, throw it off to the side. There's always extra beads in your kit. But what I wanna do is I'm going to pick up one of these little runs of 3, then I'm going to pick up a drop bead, and you can see that one's not going to go. Try another one here. This one's a little smaller. That one went right on. And then I'm going to pick up a second run of 3, because these drops are going to end up on every 4th jump ring. So by having 3 on one side and 3 on the other, that ensures that our 4th jump ring has the drop bead. Okay, close that jump ring, and then you can lay your little strip down, pick up another open jump ring, pick up a little chain of 3, I could tell right away that one wasn't going to work. You want to look for the ones where the top is a little bit skinnier. If the top is too wide, that's usually when we're going to run into trouble getting the jump ring through. This one just barely fits, but it does fit. So once we close the jump ring, it gets a little bit more space, because then the jump ring is straight. And then I'm going to link to my chain. And you notice when I link to the existing chain, I want to make sure that this bead is sitting on the same side of the chain as the first one that I did. Okay? Once you've ensured that that's the case, you can go ahead and close. Okay, and we're just going to keep going this same way. Open jump ring, little run of 3, drop bead, connect to the chain, make sure that the bead is sitting on the same side of the chain, and then close the jump ring. Okay, so this is our first layer of the raindrop chain. There is going to be another part, so I'm going to pause here. You want to just go ahead and link all your parts together. So all 53 of these sets of 3, have 52 open jump rings, and then you know, you're going to need a drop as you build this chain. And I'm going to pause here and we'll come back and finish the rest of this. So I have finished this chain, and you can see just on its own, this is really pretty, and you could use this in a piece for sure without any problem. But I've added just one more row to this just to add a little extra thickness, a little bit of extra color, and you know, just make it slightly more interesting. So all I'm gonna do, I've opened an alternate color of jump rings, same size as we've been working with, and I'm just gonna pass the first jump ring through jump ring number 1. Oops. Pass in and out. Jump ring number 2. Okay, pick up another one. I'm going to pass through jump ring number 3 and then out through jump ring number 4. Okay, so I'm going to go in. You can see I'm going towards the drop bead. And then away from on the jump ring that has the drop bead. Close. Now I'm up to jump ring number 5 and number 6. Okay, I'm going to keep my drops facing that way. Okay, through number 5 and out through number 6. There's really no rhyme or reason to this, and you really can't go wrong. But we're just going to keep adding to this chain with the secondary color. In this case, I'm working with silver, all the way up through the chain. Okay, so it's only adding extra strength every other row, but still it does give a little bit of added thickness, and like I said, a little bit more dimension and color to it. So just keep doing that until you've reached the end. So just to give you some numbers, we did there were 4 jump rings for every drop bead. So this, we're going to need 2 jump rings for every drop bead. Okay, so there'll be half as many of these jump rings as there were of our initial color. So as you can see here, I've finished the chain. Okay, it's all filled in with all of those little silver jump rings that we had been adding throughout it, and you can see those sitting in the chain there. Okay, and as I said, that just adds a little extra thickness to the chain, gives it a little bit more body and substance rather than just having a 1-by-1 chain. And then finally, I just want to show you at the end that you know, here was my last silver that I linked into the seafoam, and then I just added an extra seafoam jump ring and attached my lobster clasp. And on the other side, I just added a couple of extra jump rings for this lobster clasp to link onto. But I do want you to keep in mind that you don't have to have necessarily a clasp attaching to this. You could be attaching this to other chain, and you could break this up into smaller portions and do like maybe, you know, 10 inches and 6-inch portions and mix it together with another type of chain that's going to flow well with it. So so that's really all there is to this. I hope you enjoyed this project, and please be sure to like and follow me on YouTube, and this kit is available at beadmeastory.com. Thanks so much.